निकालो बंदा।
अरे गाड़ियां गई।
Various parts of Karachi were affected by the dust storm. The weather changed dramatically. Dark clouds covered most of the city, and a dust storm appeared on the horizon. The director of the Meteorological Center, Sarfaraz, said that thunderstorm pockets formed over Karachi due to the sweltering heat. Winds blow from the northeast. Clouds are forming in the northern part of the city, he said. Sarfaraz added that the center issued a strong wind warning when it issued a cyclone warning a couple of days ago. He also said that the sweltering heat in Karachi would ease from tomorrow, adding that dark clouds would no longer be visible in Karachi in a couple of hours. According to him, because of the heat and the cyclone, dark clouds covered the city. However, according to him, there is no chance of heavy rain in the city. As is the case when it rains in Karachi or the weather changes, many people take to Twitter to share photos and videos of dust storms knocking down power poles and causing trouble for the masses. Authorities urged people to stay safe and asked them to stay at home. At least 3 people have died, including a 10-year-old child, as power outages hit many parts of Karachi after a dust storm and rain hit the metropolis. A 10-year-old child was reportedly killed after a wall on Shah Mohammadi Street fell on him. Separately, 2 people were also injured after a billboard erected on Rashid Minas Street in the city fell due to high winds. Power outages were reported in North Nazimabad, New Karachi, Orangi, Karangi, Landi, the airport and Gadap, according to the report. However, late in the evening it was reported that the power supply in the city was brought to a regular level in about 4 hours, despite gusty winds. The utility company said about 400 power line pylons were affected by the rain and dust storm. He added that most of the substations had to be shut down as a matter of urgency for safety reasons due to the severe fire hazard in the areas associated with these substations. The overall energy infrastructure remained intact during the inclement weather. Crews were mobilized as soon as the strong winds subsided and the number of affected pylons was reduced to less than 100 in a record time of 4 hours, the statement said.
लेके गया सबको अरे गिरा भी किधर
More than 500 million people in India and more than 80% of the population of Turkmenistan, Pakistan, Uzbekistan, Tajikistan and Iran are exposed to moderate to high levels of poor air quality due to sand and dust storms, according to a new report. Sand and dust storms are significantly deteriorating air quality in Karachi, Lahore and Delhi in Southwest Asia. In 2021, about 60 million people in these places experienced more than 170 dusty days a year, according to the report. The results were published in the report of the Asia-Pacific Disaster Information Management Development Center assessing the risk of sand and dust storms in the Asia-Pacific region. APDEM is a regional agency of the United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asia and the Pacific. The situation is much worse for the 6 million inhabitants of 8 cities in the region, 3 in China, 2 in Iran, 2 in Pakistan and 1 in Uzbekistan. These locations saw unhealthy concentrations of particulate matter in the air every day for at least 10 months in 2021, according to the report. In 2021, India, China and Pakistan lost about 3,000 gigawatt-hours of energy due to sand and dust storms, according to the report. These losses amounted to more than $107 million for India per year and exceed $46 million and $37 million for China and Pakistan, respectively. Cotton makes a significant contribution to the gross domestic product and foreign exchange earnings in Turkmenistan, Pakistan, and Uzbekistan. These storms are associated with a decrease in its yield in recent years. Dust deposition has affected large areas of agricultural land in Turkmenistan 71%, Pakistan 49% and Uzbekistan 44%, the report said. Most of this dust has a high salt content, making it toxic to plants. This reduces yields, posing a significant threat to the production of irrigated cotton and other crops. Very heavy dust deposition also occurs in the Himalaya Hindu Kush mountain range and the Tibetan Plateau, the so-called Third Pole, which provide fresh water for more than 1.3 billion people in Asia. The deposition of dust on glaciers causes a warming effect by increasing ice melt, with direct and indirect impacts on society through numerous issues, including food security, energy production, agriculture, water scarcity and flooding regimes, the researchers write in the paper.
ये इस वक्त कराची में आंधी और गर्द गुबार का तूफान है। विजिबिलिटी बहुत कम हो गई है और हमने जहाँ जाना था सोच रहे हैं जाएं रुक जाएं, चले जाते हैं।